Welcome to the Angel Empowerment Healing Show with your hosts, Cindy Smith and Sam Bell. Join them every week as they share powerful tools, advice, and angel messages that will empower you to own your wellness. Welcome, everyone, to the Angel Empowerment Healing Show with myself, Cindy Smith.
And with me, Sam Bell. And for those listeners who tuned in to our last episode, when we were talking about weight management motivation, our new program, I was drawing a card and the yes card came up, which was a little exciting. Cindy, I'm going to pass it straight over to you.
Well, I can say that when the yes card came up, at the end of last podcast, both Sam and I, we stopped the recording when, that yes is for everybody to join us on her motivation. I mean, that was like a given. Yes, come join us. However, but then I said to Sam, well, that's very interesting because in the month of June, I pulled a card, one of my cards from the Inspired Change and Healing deck, and it was the yes. And I downloaded a whole segment on the yes card. So I'm going to read it. And then Sam, we're going to just, it's unscripted, whatever we do, but I am going to read this one message about yes.
Perfect. Go for it.
I was guided to pull a card message for the month of June. So everybody just think this is a while back, and from my relationship inspiration with Divine and Crystal Vibration Oracle deck, actually, so it was that one. And so this is the one that Sam pulled. So it says, yes, you were right. Was the card I pulled for this month's message. Whenever this card is presented to me personally, I take the time to see if I'm doubting myself in any way. So listeners, pay attention. Are you doubting yourself in any way? Perhaps as you are reading this message, take the time to ask yourself, am I doubting my decisions or actions, intuition, or my divine guidance? If so, clear your doubt and shift into trust. Now, isn't that that's a great way to start, right, Sam? Am I doubting? Because if the yes card comes up whenever there's something that the angels want to shift us into a new vibration to be yes. Right? Okay. I'm going to keep going. So, yes, I am right. Yes, I trust my guided actions. Yes, I trust in my decisions. Yes, I trust in my intuition and divine guidance. And then I trust my inner truth and say yes when it is my highest good to do so. And I asked one of the archangels, Archangel Raphael, to download a message. So it's short and sweet. So I'm just going to say it, Sam, for our listeners. My children, trust in your ability to know what is right for you. Now I just got to,
wow.
That's a big one, Sam, right?
That what is right for you.
I'm going to repeat that again. My children, trust in your ability to know what is right for you. Use all of your senses, intuitive sight, intuitive feeling, intuitive hearing, and intuitive knowing, to receive your signs of yes. Ask us, the divine, to assist with clearing all doubt by releasing past experiences and what you may consider mistakes. We, the divine, consider your perceived mistakes as lessons to build your trust of your own intuitive ability. No wrong, only lessons. Stop all inner conflict. Also, my children, building your own trust of guidance is a consideration of you. Yes, and letting go of the perceived yes from people around you. So this isn't everybody else's yes, this is yours. Trust your yes and be in your now vibration of knowing you have control of what to choose and perceive. Be true to yes. Yes, you're right. Okay, Sam, that's got to have some... Come on, Sam, I can just tell you want to start talking about that. You just go for it.
Well, the big thing that came to me there is that trust and doubt. right? How many times do we second guess ourselves? And people know my story when I first met Cindy. It was like, not the angels, not doing anything with that. And then I started to listen to what this lady was talking about. And I started to realize that things were making sense to me. And that was one of the first things that I learned, is to trust what I truly feel. But who am I? Who am I trusting? And that authenticity, and really trusting that first hit that you get, instead of sort of thinking, yeah, I'm not sure though. Yeah. And going in and down that line of not being sure and doubting any information that comes to you. It's really so important to be true to yourself and to trust and not doubt that intuition. And that, I think, was the biggest thing that I learned from you, Cindy, right way back at the beginning, was to trust my intuition, trust my inner knowing, know that, yes, this is what I should be doing. And learning that our bodies, if we really use our senses, is this amazing divination trick tool, right? We can, we were talking, we were in the Angel Empowerment practitioner course a couple of weeks ago. And it was a good revision for me, because it was all of those senses and being aware of all of our senses and the messages that we can get by using all of those senses. I mean, I've always said I'm a knower. I know. Now that was that's amazing for me to be able to say that. I know when I should say yes. I also know when I should not say yes. I said the not word. Oh my goodness. I said the not word. Sorry, Cindy, language.
And you just say, and you also know when to say no.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
and I think for listeners, that's where, I'm guiding with clients often. No is a complete sentence.
Yes.
No.
Yes. No.
But,
no. Yes.
Yeah. But how often do we say no and then need to give a whole breakdown of why we're saying no? And when we say yes, if I go yes, we stop ourselves from giving this whole explanation while we said yes, but we have to give this explanation when we say no. And that's the key is yes, is paying attention to self. And like Sam said, we have this beautiful physical body that the angels use as a divination tool. And I've been teaching this for years. And so for our empath listeners, sometimes they go, oh my gosh, the last thing I want to do is use my physical body as a divination tool. Well, you can use it as a divination tool to know when yes is absolutely on point and to know when it's time to say no. The thing with your body is if you say to Archangel Raphael or your guardian angels, is this the right thing for me? You'll know through your physical body the feeling of a positive vibration. It could be a flutter in your heart center. It could be a excitement within your gut. I always say use your gut for the feelers. You could get, what is it when you say you get the tingles up your...
I get tingles in my head. It's almost like Archangel Raphael is playing with the hair on my head. It's like,
and that's using the physical body as a divination tool. Mm-hmm. And the angels will use it and then stop. So when the angels use our body as a divination tool, they give us the hit of vibration and then they stop. So to our empath listeners, please know you can use your body. It's a beautiful tool because you have that ability to know and feel, see and hear all of them. But the angels stop with it. It isn't that it's going to go on for hours and hours and hours. The only time I find for myself is if something keeps happening with my body is because I've stopped paying attention. Something they want me to get my attention. when usually they'll use my gut to say something's off. So yes, when we get the yes, it's going to be positive flutters. It's going to be that positive vibration. So yes, use your body as a divination tool and then let it go and trust it.
And I love that vibration of yes. And it is a vibration, because when I've said yes to something and it feels good, everything is ease. And that's one of I want ease. I'm not easy. Not everything is easy, but ease, to make it flow and happen with ease and gentleness. That's in much of our language, our angel empowerment healing language. It's all about ease and flow. So yes, I love that it took us to the divination tool and all our senses in our body.
Well, and remember, it's all the combination. As an angel empowerment healer, we use all of the senses, and we're big on teaching our practitioners how to use their body as a divination tool, but mainly 95% is the conduit only. Like we are flowing through us, and we stop from giving energy to our clients. We keep our energy intact. However, though, the Raphael will use us as the conduit and give us some of those messages through our body with the divination tool of our physical body. And so we have all these tools to use. Let's use them in a healthy way, right? In an absolutely 100% healthy way. And so over my years of being a healer, I'm in gratitude for always on the learning. I am always learning. Every class we teach, like you said, recently I did the Angel Empowerment Practitioner class. I'm always learning. I love that I'm open to receive more messages. I'm open to learn from my students and from my clients, and get to a deeper and understanding, and definitely what yes is all about. And so thank you, Sam and Raphael, for pulling the card yes, because if I think about, well, let's take it down to the simplest thing, Sam. If a client signs up to do healing with ourselves or one of our practitioners, if they've been guided because they feel they're at, nothing else has worked, so let's just sign up with this Angel Empowerment Healing Program and see if it works. And they may, I'm asking Raphael for the words, because it's a maybe instead of a yes, is what he's saying. So they sign up, they could be experiencing a lot of pain. They're, who knows all the different things that they've been going through, but they sign up and there's still a little bit of doubt, or maybe a lot. And so when that is part of our role as a practitioner, is to clear the doubt and get them into the yes mode, that the Angel Empowerment Healing will assist, and it is in their highest best interest, and the ands and all the positives that go with it. But in the beginning, we can sense that I'm half in, I'm half not. And then we have some of the clients that are like full on in. I found you. Oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. And of course, when we get the yes clients that are full on in the yes, that's when we see the amazing results, because they're owning it. They know they can make a change.
So you've just said something there again that made me, going back to last week, we were talking about change and how our body is wired to resist change, because our nervous system will always choose its more familiar hell over its unfamiliar heaven. So, our body is wired to say no or to change, right? So I'm looking at this and thinking, yes to change. It's so key. It's so fundamental to achieving anything that we want to. And I'm just looking at this card, Cindy, and it's got the citrine there. And of course, citrine is abundance. If we want to have an abundance of anything, whether it be money, opportunities, joy, love, anything that we want in abundance, we use citrine. And I'm thinking, change. Once you say yes to change, it leads to abundance.
So, yes. Abundance of love, abundance of health, abundance. Yes, yes, yes. Because when we say yes, especially to the angels, like when we're, yes, Raphael, help me on this motivational journey of weight maintenance motivation. Because yes, I would like assistance. I would like to keep myself motivated. Yes. Yes is going to be my word.
I like yes. And it's amazing. I just have to throw it out there. How many people hear most people saying, you have to learn to say no, right? I mean, it's always fascinated me how there's two, no and yes are so extreme, but in actual fact, they're one and the same thing. It's basically agreeing to what it is for your highest interest, your highest self, right? Whether you say no or you say yes, it has to be for you and your highest good.
Yeah, your truth. That's a great way to put it, Sam. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Repeat that, Sam.
What? I don't know if I'll be able to repeat it. Holy.
Well, the fact that, because I'm always encouraging people to learn to say no, because so many people have to struggle to say no, but saying no is just, saying yes. They do go hand in hand because they give us, it's that we're owning our truth either way.
Either way, yeah. And it's like this weekend, I was supposed to be going off and to Lloydminster, a 5-hour plus journey away with my boys to watch baseball. And there was, and I had to say no for different reasons. But in actual fact, it has given me and gifted me all this ability, this time to do some things for myself, to do some things for Angel Empowerment Healing, to be doing some recordings of the podcast with my buddy here, Cindy, And so by saying no, I am actually saying yes to so many other things. It just feels so good. Anyway, are we going to draw a card for next?
Yes.
Our next
I got my deck. I got the deck ready. I'm using this Inspired Change and Healing deck. Okay, Raphael.
And remember, listeners, if you want to take a peek at these decks that Cindy and I use, they are available on cindysmithaep.com, Cindy's own website.
Yes, thank you, Sam. We've been recording so many over I can't even remember what number we're at for recordings.
30, 31, yeah.
Have we done Stay Out of the Past yet? Because that's what the card said.
Oh, my word. No, I don't think we have.
Okay. So, and this makes sense because
past experiences
and motivation for change, and especially when it comes to our physical health. Stay out of the past. And so Raphael is going to dive in deep for our listeners with this one. So yes, Stay Out of the Past card has come up. That will be our next theme for our podcast show. All right.
So thank you for tuning in. Yes. And
to close, you're good? You think we're good with the whole yes?
I think so. But just remember, listeners, that if ever you have any comments or any questions for Cindy and I, you can just go to the angelempowermenthealing.com website /podcast. You can actually get to the landing page and go straight to the podcast from there. There's a button there for you to join us. You can find any of those episodes and you can put a question there for us. Or you can contact me, Sam at sambellinspired.com and Cindy at cindysmithaep.com, or info@angelempowermenthealing.com. We're here. I'll make sure that I put that in the description for this episode. And yes, tune in next time. Bye from me.
And bye from myself, Cindy Smith, and look forward to connecting on our next podcast.
Thank you for joining us on the Angel Empowerment Healing Show. Your hosts, Cindy Smith and Sam Bell, will be back next week with more tools, advice, and angel messages to empower you to own your wellness. Visit our podcast page at www.angelempowermenthealing.com/podcast, where you will receive 3 healing meditations recorded as a thank you for being one of our listeners.